evening and welcome to another episode of Hard Factor presented by Barstool News Network. It is What the Fuck Wednesday, February 19th, 2020. How you guys feeling?
Oh, so good. It's National Wine Day still because we record the night before.
It's National Wine Day, Will.
So I'm drinking a little bit of wine.
Every day is National Wine Day in this household, but it's double National Wine Day today.
We were joking. Nice. We think that they conned us. We did a story yesterday about how wine prices are going down, and then all of a sudden it was National Wine Day, and they haven't gone down yet. We think we got conned. And
they got us.
But we think we perpetuated the con.
Story.
Yeah, we it was a marketing ploy that we just like told everyone about. That's probably fake.
I'm guessing that the police dealt with a lot of baddie women in their 40s last evening who mixed National
all of a sudden,
Wine Day.
after National Wine Day passes, all of a sudden there's a normal amount of grapes out there.
With Xanax.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we're going to get to some of that listener feedback in the review section. We'll talk a little bit about our accuracy levels, I think, when we get there. But it is all listener-submitted stories today. It is the order: Mark, myself, Wes, and then Pat. So, Mark, get us going.
All right, guys. Leading off tonight is a story submitted from the leader of the Hive, Hardo Hive himself, Bubba from Alabama. Shout out, Bubba. There are a few countries that are very, very good to What the Fuck Wednesday. One of them is the anti-hero of this story, Mother Russia.
Okay.
You're not going to believe this, guys, but Russia is taking a crack at immortality. Shocking, I know.
Fountain of Youth
That adds
stuff.
up.
Yeah.
Wait,
so far.
for Russians?
Well,
why?
Yeah, definitely for Russians, but if you pay enough for anyone.
I feel like death would be a sweet out as a Russian.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
take me, Lord.
Maybe in the future things are going to be great there. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it's just going to be AI with their sick beats and Russians 1,000 years from now, and that's about it. Walking around.
Well, why is that? I mean, I don't understand. Why are they the anti-hero? They're pursuing immortality. I don't see the problem yet.
Well, an anti-hero is not like a villain, not like a good guy. I mean, just the moral of the story is, going after immortality, you can't be a hero.
It's a hero with flaws. Is an anti-hero.
Yeah, it's a hero with flaws. This is a flawed story.
Tough guy. Okay.
Russian company Cryo Rus has 71 patients, a.k.a. dead Russians, who are floating in liquid nitrogen in one of their several vats stored in a metal shed, Will. So it's a little bit flawed right off the bat.
Well, did they sign up for it? I mean,
They did. And these they did.
Do you really sign up for anything when you live in
Well,
Russia?
they didn't sign up because they're dead. One of their loved ones signed them up for it. These bodies are kept at a negative 196 degrees Celsius, which is negative 320.8 degrees Fahrenheit, and they're located just outside of Moscow, this company's metal shed is.
That's like normal temperature for Russians anyway.
Not much colder. Yeah. Just throw them outside.
Yeah.
They claim that at this temperature, the bodies will absolutely not deteriorate at all.
Maybe when they're flawed, we wake them up.
Exactly. And if the science ever comes about to revive the dead, they can just reanimate these good-looking corpses that didn't deteriorate in negative 320 degree Fahrenheit. So
why are they holding them, though?
Because at some point, maybe science will come where you can reanimate a dead body.
There's a movie.
That's the whole thing they're doing?
That's it. There's no science. They don't have the science. They don't plan on developing the science. They're just storing the body. So a con, an expensive con. Who's going to freeze the assholes behind this con?
Right, that's kind of the best con because it's like, okay, so you're going to pay me, let's call it $20,000 to $40,000 a year for me to keep you alive after you're dead.
We'll get to the cost,
and I'll wake you up.
Yeah, it's a lot of trust.
Yeah, it is.
Generations.
That's what I'm saying.
Trust.
Who's going to be alive to wake them up?
Yeah.
Right.
Blind
You're just
trust.
frozen forever. The head of the Russian Academy of
You don't have
Sciences.
any kids, right? Okay, cool. You're in.
Pseudoscience Commission, Yevgeny Alexandrov, described cryonics as exclusively commercial undertaking that does not have any scientific basis. Valeria Udalova, who is CryoRus's director, or the head nut, as people probably call her behind her back, got her dog frozen way back in 2008 when it died. So she's just been staring at her frozen dog for 12 years.
What's she waiting for?
Yeah. She said it's likely that humankind will develop the technology to revive the dead people sometime in the future. There is no guarantee or timetable, but maybe it could happen.
Gotcha.
They claim they have hundreds of potential patients from 20 countries that have allegedly signed up for this immortality program. Russians get a discount. So it's not just Russians, but being in country, kind of like in-state college, you get a discount of $36,000 for your whole frozen body, or just $15,000 if you want to freeze your brain in case you can get it transported to like a cyborg or a robot.
Right.
If you just want to take your brain out, you can get it for like a third of the price.
This is an idiot tax. Like the lottery is just an idiot tax on anyone who's willing to give
just cut my brain out.
The government
just cut my brain out and drop it in a frozen vat like the bad guy Krang from the Ninja Turtles. There's a better chance of the brain staying slightly aware that you're frozen in a permanent hell-like coma status inside a freezing vat in a metal shed next to Moscow than you ever walking around the Earth again. In my opinion.
I mean, like when I saw the headline of this, I really thought we were going to be talking about like actual, like they were developing it, like you had the option to actually drop your brain inside of a robot.
No, Will, they're just the
you have the option.
They're just like the storage facility. They're going to need someone smarter
you don't
than
know.
them to figure it out.
I mean, you don't, and then you don't know if they're going to sell you to the right robot.
Right.
You have no control.
But think about how wise.
It's really risky.
How wise those robots are going to be.
It's a risky play.
Yeah.
That's that one.
Oh
Nice.
man, would you guys consider
No.
going robot one day?
100%, bro. I'll go robot all day.
Going robot. If it was
Robot.
if it was the only alternative,
Between-
and it was guaranteed that you controlled the movements of the robot,
well,
sure.
it's death or going robot.
Oh
Like
yeah,
when
I'm
you're
going
100.
robot versus.
Right.
But fuck that. I'm just gonna upload myself to the
But
Neuralink.
that's
man.
like that
It's
TV
gonna
show.
I'm just gonna be the internet.
That's like that TV show Carbon something that came out.
Altered
recently.
Carbon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Altered Carbon.
Yeah, fearing death one time is enough for me. No,
Right.
thank you.
Right. All right.
What, you want to tell that story?
No, I'm just
No,
saying.
he means for your lifetime.
Yeah, for your lifetime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, and then you'd fear it again once you're inside the robot, because what happens when your robot body breaks down?
Yes.
No fear there. No fear when
I
you're
think-
inside the robot. Will, I can
I think you
guarantee
would.
that.
I think you would. Anyways, this next one, it comes from Tommy Bottles. Thank you, Tommy. And it's about the Super Bowl of turkey calling. So this month in February, over 50,000 avid turkey hunters descended upon Nashville, Tennessee for the annual Turkey Federation Convention. It's a big
What?
deal, guys.
Oh,
Did
man.
you say 50,000?
50,000 plus. All right?
Strip
An
clubs
estimated
must be-
50,000.
Why weren't we there?
Teeming.
Why weren't we there promoting our show?
Right? I don't know if we're big amongst the turkey hunters.
Oh,
but,
sure, for sure.
We're huge.
Yeah, probably so. What's the main attraction for the Turkey Federation Convention, you ask? You
Getting
all
away
ask?
from your wife.
Besides that, Pat, besides that obvious one, is the Super Bowl of turkey calling, of course. That's the main event at the convention. And this is where the judges listen to the contestants do their best turkey calls. You can use a handheld call, a mouth call.
too.
Well, wait till you hear
There's
me
a
out.
winner.
Hear me out here. All right, whoever sounds the most like a live turkey is crowned the winner at the end of the Turkey Super Bowl.
Now,
So,
do they have
What do they get?
do they have turkeys as judges? Because that seems like the only way to
Nope,
know.
it's
Yeah.
men.
There's
It's
just a
men.
guy. There's this
Mark,
guy
it should-
holding his hand near
It should
near
be
the,
like a female turkey.
Right.
Well,
the
it's
the
men and
horniest
women.
near the
turkey,
genitals of the
Yeah.
turkey.
Yeah.
Whoever gets attacked by the most female turkeys.
Right,
wins.
whoever
Yeah.
gets a
Yeah.
turkey backing or crotch into you.
You get a guy with a thermometer out there hanging out with the
Yeah.
female turkeys. Whoever reaches the highest degree of Fahrenheit.
Exactly.
That would be a little bit more scientific, but no, it is humans who are familiar with the cadence of a yelping hen.
Who speak
All right?
turkey? It's just humans who speak turkey.
Yeah, okay. And the,
Self-appointed.
the goal here, fellas, is to sound like a yelping hen. And boy, is this competition electric. Basically, they go up on stage one by one for about 3 hours, and then they make turkey calls by themselves.
Now, that's not maddening.
You want to go? You want to go early in that contest?
Yeah.
You want to get up there in the first round.
You just wake up nightmares of turkey calling for the next month if you're at that event.
Fuck
Yeah, it's
judging
like-
that event.
It's like when you go to like if you go to like a beach week or you party for a week straight and you hear party sounds for the next like 5 days.
Oh, God,
yeah, those
yeah.
judges are.
I would
haunted by
rather hear
turkey
3
sounds.
hours of vuvuzuelas than turkey calling.
Yeah. And so the Federation says that the aim of this convention and the Super Bowl of turkey calling is to recruit new hunters. There's been a decline of turkey hunters in the USA since the 1980s, as you can see with the evidence of these towns that have been completely overrun with wild turkeys, all right? So they're doing a good service. They need new turkey hunters. Not only do they want new turkey hunters, but particularly they want hunters who are also mothers. And they say this because, quote, if you can teach a mom to hunt, mom will take her kids in the woods, unquote. And so that's
the
the Turkey
fuck does that mean?
Federation. They're just trying to make America safer, one wild turkey at a time.
Why? What? I
There's
mean,
an ulterior motive
I mean,
here.
my grocery store is always chock full of turkey, and there's Thanksgiving. Why aren't we killing all these turkeys? I don't.
Yeah.
Well, those are domesticated turkeys, Mark. These are wild turkeys where you need to call them with the call to coax them in.
You don't eat these turkeys. You just murder them.
Oh, you eat them afterwards, but you murder them first.
Right.
And then once you murder them, they cannot attack people in the towns that they've taken over recently.
Yeah. Once you teach your mom to kill, she can't stop.
I'm very confused about the mom part. But
Well, it's a big thing, Pat. I mean, you got to understand.
dads could do the same thing. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Strategic. It's strategic.
I think they just want more ladies out there in the woods.
Dads aren't bringing their kids out until they're the right age.
I mean, you didn't design the Super Bowl of turkey calling, did you?
Nope, I didn't. Will
The person who's going after the moms did. So I think we should leave that. We should trust them.
I would 100% go to this event. I would definitely go to it. It sounds pretty awesome.
I'm
For
bringing
5
a gun
minutes.
if I go.
Well, yeah, for like for an hour, not 3
Well, I think you have to bring it. I think everybody's rocking a gun at the turkey convention.
Just with one bullet, though.
All right, moving on. This one comes to us from Rose and Jack, which sounds like a great children's clothing line name or like a buddy movie about a grandma who goes on a road trip with her mischievous grandson, Rose and Jack.
with too many cigarettes.
Yeah. Jack
Those are
and
two
Rose.
people. Yeah.
Two people, Rose and Jack, yes.
Quit messing around.
Jack
over
and
there.
Rose, right. Guys, you may not have known this, but I'm actually a professional photographer. Taking pictures of babies, kids, and
Could've fooled
families.
us.
Yeah. Is one of the hardest gigs a photographer can take on, mainly because most kids are stupid and have short attention spans. Babies have a tiny window to where they'll stop crying long enough to capture their limp faces. It's a thankless job, that is, of course, unless you love kids and babies and get paid with one when the job is done. And that's exactly what one 38-year-old Washington State woman and her 16-year-old daughter were trying to cook up when they posed as newborn photographers and then drugged a mother in her own house with a drug-laced cupcake with the intention of stealing the photogenic bambino to raise as their own.
Holy shit.
What a scheme.
Yeah, and I guess at 38, the biological clocks kick into steal mode when the prospect of not delivering one of their own is lost. The victim said she found the woman on a newborn photography Facebook page, which are, by the way, full of hacks.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, don't hire anyone off those. Where the fake photographer said she was giving away free photo shoot to build her portfolio, another red flag of someone whose pictures will either suck or will try to drug and steal your baby. The fake photog apparently went to the woman's house a number of times and took selfies with the newborn and also wiped her fingerprints clean each time. So she wanted evidence like, hey, it is mine. Let me have a selfie with your baby. She's planning this thing for a while.
This is a scary story. I'm getting chills while drinking my wine.
Yeah.
So she already has a daughter, though, a 16-year-old daughter.
16-year-old daughter, yeah.
So she's going for round 2. She's going for seconds.
Yep.
Well,
she got
the
the fever.
16-year-old needs to leave now. So she has to. Part of the deal with the 16-year-old leaving is you got to help mom steal another baby so that mom's not lonely when you leave.
Empty nester.
That makes
Thank you for
sense.
pointing that out. Well, that's smart. Yeah.
Yeah, so not sure why she invited her back after seeing her clean the crime scene the first time, but she did. And on that third time, the woman and her daughter initiated Planned Cupcake. And when the woman started feeling numb and drowsy, she ordered them to leave and called the police. And their plan was overexposed or blown out.
Photography jokes.
So
You like that one?
yeah, I like that one. So police arrested the fake photographer and charged her with multiple felonies. And now the only time she will be saying cheese is for her mugshot.
I get it.
Yeah. Yep.
Thanks, Rose and Jack.
Nailed it.
Hey,
Les really wanted to take that story because he's a professional photographer.
Yeah.
Wes,
Who's done zero pieces of work for Hard Factor.
Yeah, zero photography for Hard Factor.
Hey, I set up my iPhone just tonight.
Very
Nice.
cool, Wes.
Yeah.
Very
that's true.
cool.
You are filming with an iPhone. Thanks
That
for
is-
that.
he's
Even
a
though you have like 3 professional cameras in the
Well,
room.
one of them is in use.
Professional photographer and videographer.
Emphasis on the professional part. Also,
Yeah.
what was the was that lady the former mayor of Colorado Springs?
Rose?
No, the lady.
Not
who
the lady
did
that submitted the
No,
story.
I have no idea. Was she?
I think so. That's what, the one that Jack sent in. I
Well,
believe.
yeah, fact check that. Let's get into the
well,
next story.
whoever's with the next story that's not doing it, check it. Yeah.
All right, guys, so this one comes from Heart Hive member Ed. Thank you, Ed. A new law being proposed in Alabama would require all men to have a vasectomy within 1 month of their 50th birthday.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, for those of you guys who don't know what a vasectomy is, it's a procedure that involves cutting or blocking 2 tubes called the vas deferens so that sperm can no longer get into the semen. It's like positioning a permanent bouncer at the entrance to club balls.
Why wait till 50? Let's do 45.
Right,
Yeah.
100% juice, no seeds, boys. The bill was introduced by Representative Rolanda Hollis and would not only mandate a snip, but would also require men to pay for the procedure out of pocket, which honestly, guys, I think is short-sighted, irresponsible, and potentially dangerous. Because if Alabama men have to pay out of pocket for this procedure, you're going to see a bunch of backroom vasectomies executed by non-medical personnel. Going to be a lot of cousins.
The tubes are going to get twisted. You're going to shoot the semen back into your
How do
stomach
you
and then get
enforce
sick.
that?
Kick me in the nuts.
There's just going to be a lot of guys being like, hey, man, I'm running a little short this month and I just turned 50. You cut me? You got me and I'll get you when you turn 50. You know what I'm saying? It's not okay.
No.
It's dangerous, guys. A lot of folks are up in arms about this invasive bill, but I have to take the unpopular opinion here and support this legislation because let's face it, by the time you're 50, you shouldn't be having any more kids on purpose because then you're the old dad, and that's not fair to your children. No one likes the old dad. A child should be able to count on his father to at least see him graduate from high school and not be in a wheelchair. You know what I mean?
I agree. I go to many birthday parties with my kiddo, and I am by far the youngest dad there by many years.
Right.
Cool guy.
Yeah.
And you're taking all the photography professionally.
That's right. Just avoid the shit out of everyone.
Well, this dude's definitely not the first guy to recommend like automatic birth control. I believe PFT was a big proponent of selective birth control when we were growing up.
Is it Rolanda or Rolando?
It's a lady.
It's a lady.
It's a lady.
No, this is psychotic. This is a crazy bill.
Yes.
Well, guys,
I mean, like, but for human management, sometimes.
Will, it has nothing to do with
It
that.
has to do with the big A.
It's a big old troll. Rep Hollis explained her reasoning for bringing forward this bill, saying, quote, any have seen HB 238 as an outrageous, or many have seen HB 238 as an outrageous overstep. Yet, year after year, the majority party continues to introduce new legislation that tries to dictate a woman's body and her reproductive rights. We should view this as the same outrageous overstep in authority. See what I'm saying? See what you did there?
Oh, I see what she did there.
Yeah, but see, like, this could really backfire. Somebody could be like, you know what? Great idea.
No, but Will, that's what I'm saying. No lose over here. You know what I mean? They will also cut your balls if you have 3 children.
It would be hilarious. Like 10 years from now, they're like looking at old guys at the baseball games. They're like, "Let me check your birth, like your ID. Like, you had a kid at 53, you son of a bitch."
They start if the state
What
starts
the fuck?
If the state starts paying for this, it takes off. I guarantee it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
I mean,
gonna
if they
happen.
paid for it, it doesn't really sound that crazy.
It's
It
not going to happen until they start threatening to cut off dicks.
Bill to be killed. Do you guys remember though? Did you guys have any friends who had old dads when you were playing sports and they couldn't get out and play with you because they
Yeah.
were too old of a dad?
I had a friend who had like a 70-year-old dad when I was like 8 years old. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it happens.
I didn't. You guys are really mean.
I'm kidding. It's fine. It's just not.
Well, it's
fun for
weird
the
how
kids.
sperm doesn't stop working, you know? You think it should. Like, it's,
Maybe that's
you
the
know,
Lord telling you
eggs-
something. Will.
Yeah, so it's an unfair world.
Oh, all right. Is that it?
Yeah, you're back up, Mark. Come on.
All right, guys. It's time for the best part about the news, and that's the ability to gamble on it. You can gamble along with us and get a free $20 to do so at www.predicted.org/promo/hardfactor20. Sign up, create an account in 2 minutes, and deposit at least $20. It is totally legal in all 50 states, and it is totally awesome in all 50 states.
Oh, yeah.
My portfolio is over 3K, guys. That's 3 stacks, 3 cheeses, and it's going up.
You're the envy of all of us with that fucking portfolio.
Over 3K and growing. And you know what? Big money get big money. It keeps growing.
I'm gaining on you though.
Yeah, you're gaining on me, but I'm just better at the site than you.
You got real.
Well,
you got it
not
big
technically,
on some
yeah.
good bets, and then you've been playing a lot of favorites, which is making it grow even faster.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My big money can max bet $850 on a favorite that's guaranteed to win, and just take a couple hundred cheeses. No sweat. I don't even have to look at the fucking bet.
What was your rank this week though?
Oh, you do ROIs because you do
I was
stupid
14th.
bet. You do long shots, buddy. You're still playing. I'm playing the rich man game. You're gonna lose it all at some point.
I was 51st of all traders. You know I'm gonna lose
I've
it.
got a lot of money on Bernie to win Nevada and a lot of money to win Bernie in the primary, but I've also freed up some cash as I correctly predicted that no, there would not be 7 debaters at tonight's debate, and I was right. There are only 6 cashed out at 99 cents. Bloomberg's in. Steyer is out. Thank God Bloomberg is in. We have been chomping at the bits to chastise this guy, and we'll do so finally on our live pre- and post-debate stream tonight.
You're
So
gonna
make
watch
sure to tune into that.
this weirdo's campaign crash and burn.
I think
tonight.
it's 9 to 11 Eastern, so we will go on at 8:30ish Eastern.
Exactly 8:30 Eastern.
And we're going to fucking
You got to watch this one.
and then we'll
Bloomberg
post
is must see.
wrap it up too. So we'll send out a live link on Twitter and to like Barstool News Network's Twitter and Hard Factor's Twitter, maybe on Instagram too, a couple minutes before go live, so check out for that. But let's tease the debate markets here. We won't make a ton of predictions. We'll move the show along. We'll make a lot of predictions tomorrow on the show. We'll maybe send out some stuff before the debates. But we got 5 markets for the debates: most speaking time, least speaking time. How many candidates will say millionaire, billionaire? That's a favorite. How many candidates will say virus?
Ooh, new one.
Because of coronavirus, probably because of me. I'm gonna just take credit for that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then how many candidates will say electable or electability? That's a tough one.
That's real tough.
They can't say elect. It's electable or electability. 0's the favorite on that one. Virus,
0, yeah, I would
1's
say
the
0.
favorite. Millionaire, billionaire, 4's the favorite. Most and least speaking time is a little tougher because Steyer's out.
No Yang, yeah.
Yang,
No,
and
or
no
Steyer,
Yang.
yeah.
And Bloomberg is actually favored to be like in the top 2 or 3 in speaking time because he hasn't been there and he's polling in 3rd. And they're gonna probably ask him a lot of fucking questions. Like, who the fuck are you?
Klobuchar's probably good on low.
I like Klobuchar. I like Mayor Pete no on most at like 85 cents. And when you have big money, you can throw 850 at that and make 120.
Like Alpha
so yeah,
Cash Daddy stacks over here to my right.
Well, no on banded markets is always great because that means you have multiple opportunities to win.
Yes, it's a lot easier. Once again, the URL to get a free $20 when depositing at least 20 is www.predictit.org/promo/hardfactor20. Sign up today and join us for the live pre-debate show stream tonight.
What's the Trump's tweet market? It must be like over 500 this week with Bloomberg and the debate.
I think he maxed out, honestly.
A lot of box jokes going
Mini
on.
Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, Mini Mike nonstop. I can't wait. I mean, I hope he live tweets tomorrow's debates. He usually doesn't, but
He will, I bet.
I'm more excited about tonight's debate than I've been for any debate.
Yeah.
yeah. I hope he tweets them. That would be amazing.
We got to get
be
some
on the
costumes
lookout.
or something.
All right. Let's move along to this next one from Mike AG. Also, my wife also submitted this one. There has been another mountain lion attack on a child in California. It's a serious problem. It's becoming more and more common. This attack came on a 6-year-old girl in Rancho San Antonio County Park in Cupertino. That's a ritzy part of California. But luckily for the girl, one unnamed man who will be getting laid a lot in the next few months was there to punch the mountain lion in the ribs and make it run away.
Yeah.
That's
I want to
awesome.
fuck him. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's got a dick, you said?
Yeah.
Hey, he has a penis, apparently. Well, he's an unnamed man, so I don't know much more about him, but I'm assuming he's got a penis that will be used thoroughly.
And she was by
in the
herself?
past.
I'm going to have to give a lot of hand jobs to find out who this guy is.
That's
She was
absurd.
by herself.
Jesus.
In the past, we've covered some of these stories, and it's been misleading because it's been a mountain lion cub, some bullshit like that, rabid, sick mountain lion.
You're
something
not gonna say this is a full-grown mountain lion.
No, not this time. Apparently, this thing was estimated at a definitely would fuck you up weight of 160 pounds.
Holy shit.
Adult mountain lion.
That's
That-
kill you.
That'd kill you in a minute.
That's kill you.
in a
Yeah.
minute or less. Yeah.
Yeah, so this dude just ran out. The park ranger Brad Pennington says, quote, right about when it grabbed a hold of the girl, there was an adult there that pushed the lion into the bushes and ran it off.
Hold on. Why the fuck is Brad Pennington giving a quote from the sidelines? He's a park ranger.
We'll get to that.
Park
we'll get
Ranger
to that.
Brad Pennington said, this guy's going to need a vasectomy.
Yep.
Hold on, I got this.
We'll get to that. Here's the rest of his quote.
Holy shit.
She has minor injuries, a couple of puncture wounds on her calf, and she was treated for minor first aid. Then her parents took her to the hospital, unquote. But yes, Brad did not clarify why the Rangers saw it all and let a civilian hero handle the entire thing.
He goes, thank God Bill Bradsky showed up.
Yeah.
That's his only job. A park ranger's only job is to protect against mountain lions.
Yeah, you nailed it right on the head. I mean,
littering.
We're pretty sure he was a descendant of William Wallace. Has to be.
He looks at the guy. He's like, I'm going to let you handle this one.
Yeah.
Park rangers told the reporters, "Man, we're happy somebody was here to deal with this because she would have just died if it was just us." So.
They were playing rock, paper, scissors, and who was going to clean up the dead girl's body.
All right. What's
I mean, it
She
didn't
lived.
seem like Brad Pennington, or not helping out, unnamed man helping out a lot. This is the second mountain lion attack on a human this year in California, and the 17th since 1986 when they started to become more frequent. And all I have to say is that I don't think there's anything more badass than like punch saving somebody's life from a wild animal.
There will
mountain
never
lion?
be another mountain lion attack again. That other mountain lion's going to tell every single mountain lion about this guy. That's the last mountain lion attack on a human.
Yeah,
Where
I
it's
think you
gonna
got to look
spread.
at the parents a little bit closer on this one. They're allowing a 6-year-old daughter to roam around by herself in mountain lion territory.
do they have, like,
Cupertino's like, I think, like that's where Apple's at.
Yeah.
Like Apple,
You know how there's like
Since
deer
Silicon Valley.
crossing
Still
signs? Do
6.
they have like mountain lion with claws signs out there?
Yeah, they should
They
now.
should, Mark. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
You should write
well,
a
there's
letter.
there's mountain lions all over California right now.
Yeah.
And they're
6 is
getting
a little
close to
young.
people.
Well, 6 is also very tasty for a mountain lion. It's the perfect size snack.
Yeah, it's draggable, right? All right, moving on. This one comes from at KCA Jack 1. Thank you, sir. Guys, what's worse than a pit bull?
Well, I mean,
a lot of things.
from you from your perspective, nothing.
Yeah, if you said
tons of
nothing,
stuff.
if you said nothing, you'd almost be right. But if you said a pit bull on cocaine, you would be 100% right.
Okay.
And actually, this is a real feel-good story because upon entering a drug house to serve a warrant, Detroit police said one of the residents of the house threw a bag of crack into the neighboring yard where 1-year-old Nipsey the pit bull, which is a great name for a pit bull, though they probably should have named her Molly.
It's probably after Nipsey Hussle.
You know what I mean? So anyway, when police heard Nipsey getting high and barking, they went to investigate and found the torn up bag. And then Nipsey's owner, Clinton Majors, who went to investigate, who has been building her immunity to cocaine since he was a puppy, acted surprised, saying, quote, "When I came outside and saw him eating some dope from the house next door, it kind of blew my mind."
From the house next door.
Yeah. Definitely, when you've got animals, you really care for them. Luckily for Nipsey and Mr. Majors, it sounds like a buddy porn film, the police called the Michigan Humane Society, and Nipsey was whisked to a vet where she spent the night begging for cigarettes and recuperating. Unfortunately, police were unable to figure out which suspect threw the bag of dope, so they can't pin them for animal cruelty, but maybe a few rounds with old Nipsey would teach them a lesson. Again, Nipsey is fine and back at home with Mr. Majors and will likely be euthanized a year from now when she escapes and eats a child.
We got to get it. We got to get a video of Wes at like a pit bull rescue shelter. He's like asking for the Carfax on these dogs.
It's like Mayor Bloomberg.
Where'd
with
you find
pit
this dog? The one with the scratch in its ear.
He looks like a sweet boy. I'm glad he's doing fine.
Sorry, Wes. I was laughing too hard at your obvious fear of a coked up pit bull to hear.
Yeah, I didn't hear a single fact.
Was the man? So this man Majors? He was actually the next door neighbor. Like the
He was
the coke.
Nipsey's owner, Mr. Majors.
Oh man. So
Yeah.
Well, he sounds like a responsible pit bull owner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he was just a
kept
total
him
victim.
caged up in the backyard like a responsible pit bull owner.
This wasn't the first time this happened.
Oh man, we lost at least 3 listeners.
All right, guys.
Oh, it's all jokes. Chill out.
Well,
everyone.
let's talk about our listeners, because earlier in the week we put out a call to our listeners promising that if they gave a 5-star review, we asked the Hive, you give us a 5-star review on iTunes, we will read your review no matter how positive or negative right here on What the Fuck Wednesdays. So here we go.
I like it.
So Hardo Hive member Dick Rat's review is titled "Give Wes More Speaking Time."
Yeah, you get fucking gems like that last one.
Yeah.
There you go.
And to Dick Rat, I'd say we try, man. But his review
That's true.
says,
Dick Rat. A lot of that's on Wes. You're gonna have to talk to your boy
Yeah.
Wes about that.
Does Dick Rat think we like tell Wes before the show like how long he can talk?
Wes's brain is like there's like a constant game of double dutch happening with the show. He's like, should I get in? No, I shouldn't say that.
I
would
like
love to
that
get in there.
I like that reference.
Anyway, the actual review is Pat should buzz his dirty hippie hair and grow a rat tail until the general election results are in.
Ooh, rat tail.
I like it.
Well, Dick Rat, let me say this. If I buzzed my hair, then how the fuck could I grow this sweet rat tail I'm growing?
Well,
Let me
because
put
you
that on
buzz everything but the rat tail.
Oh, Pat
Yeah.
just said he's gonna grow a rat tail.
Yeah, I did just lose like one of my other jobs, so yeah, I'm getting closer to cutting that rat
Well,
tail.
hold on. There's more about your hair.
Yeah,
Isn't
keep
there?
going.
Okay, well, the next one comes from Scora18. Title of the review, Would Love to See Pat with a Mullet. 5 stars. Great show. A mullet would make it that much better, though.
Yeah.
To Scora18, I said, been there, done that, and I'm not opposed to going back to
Score
it.
18 hasn't seen it, and I can't argue with that. either.
None of the
Rat-
Hive have seen your hair in a mullet or a rat tail, and I think one of the two needs to occur.
Look, guys, I can't do both, okay? I can't have a rat tail and a mullet, but
well, I think you're gonna have to take it to a Twitter poll.
Okay.
Ooh.
all right.
We've all seen Pat with
Danny,
a mullet
Danny,
and also
Danny,
shaved
can you work on that?
eyebrows, and it's scary.
You can get it up now if you want. Twitter and Instagram poll.
All right, well, Billy Thrilly 30, moving on. Billy Thrilly 30 says the title of this one is Fatties But Baddies. And he says, quote, A bunch of potato dumpling Buddha bodies delivering the stories that matter. I appreciate that. This next one is from Pippi LXT Wasaimaya. Title of the review, Uniforms, 5 stars. You guys should dress in the same outfit at least once a week.
Agreed.
I totally agree.
I love that. That would
Strong
require
agree.
coordination, so I'm going to estimate once a month on that.
Right, we're going to try, though. We should definitely
Yeah, absolutely. We'll try.
We're sweatsuit guys, so if anyone's got a sweatsuit hookup, send it over to the Hive.
Yeah, we love that.
Last one coming from I'm
We
not
also,
gonna read the name.
a lot of us also have, like, a couple of us have Hulkamania tank tops. We could do, like, whatever. Like,
We just got to keep them here.
Anything you want.
We just got to keep them
Anything
here.
you want, yeah.
We'll get some uniforms going.
Yeah, so the last one here is from Golf Something. 10 stars. Do you love America? Yeah, I thought so. Do me a favor and imagine a perfectly marinated, perfectly cooked filet mignon, the news, wrapped inside a crispy, delicious strip of bacon, relatable comedic commentary. Hard factor is the prime cut of Daily News podcasts, and just for fun, they threw in a tall, ice-cold beer at the end of the week for no extra cost. We're talking Florida Man Friday. So unbuckle your belt, light that cigarette, and let the HF crew tell you what the hell is going on today. Oh, yeah.
That's a good review.
fantastic.
Great review. Thank you for that one, guys.
What a review. What a review. I got one more bonus review, and this one is from our Big J buddy at the Washington Examiner, one of our favorite Big J's in the Hive, Grant Addison. His review is titled Secondhand News That You Can Basically Trust, and then he says, often inaccurate, but always funny. And
I
thank you,
appreciate
Grant.
that because you know his
Compared to
lawyer
your-
reviewed
yes.
that.
Grant Edison,
Was basically-
senior editor for the Washington Examiner, is a straight shooter.
Yeah, he tells it like it is.
I mean, yeah. I mean, listen, we're no editor's favorite people. I could say that. I think we're
Oh,
we
yeah.
make
Yeah.
a lot. We
Papers
make a
thrown
lot
in
of
the air.
factual errors, but we're trying to make it fun.
Yeah, I think we're about, like I've said, 75 to 80% accurate.
Hey, we mean well, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's also my predicted ratio, not Pat's, 75 to 80%.
I'm ranked
Correct.
number 51 on the
this
site
one,
at large,
this
14
one,
in my
your
category.
ROI because you go for long shots. This one was submitted by Barstool, Pat, and Charles. Hold on to your dicks. Literally, this one's going to hurt. A Scottish dad, guys, 57-year-old Glacier James Scott, 3 names, is in a constant state of embarrassment, and that's because he has a painful, full-blown erection 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and there's no end in sight to it.
Isn't that a good thing?
He got big, and he stayed
No.
big.
It
No.
could be, Will. It could be. It depends on how you use it.
He got
Right.
big. He told himself to get big. He got big.
Is he a lemonade guy?
It's not good, guys.
In the
It's
right
not
situation, this could
good.
be advantageous.
Yeah, if it's like, no.
Not 24 hours.
Would you
Not
be-
forever, Will.
If you could be high all the time, Will, would you be high all the time?
Think of any body
I,
part. We're
I
all
already do that by choice. So.
Will, think of any body part, finger, ear, nose, where all of the blood's rushing to it 24 hours a day.
Yeah, throbbing.
Okay, it's gonna
Not
cause
great.
problems.
Yeah, their eyes just bulging 24 hours a day.
Now imagine it's your dick.
Even
Right,
after he goes?
the sensitive part. The
It
poor,
might ruin your dick. I see that.
it might ruin your dick a bit, right?
Fuck
The
up your
poor
tubing.
bastard suffered a serious groin injury in a bad work accident 2 years ago in Glasgow. And that left him unable to get an erection at the time, where he probably thought, I'd do anything to get a steel rod again. So he did. He got 2 steel rods placed in his penis in a wild surgery, and now he is 100% of the day pitching a tent.
This sounds
nonstop.
like a superhero origin story, if you ask me.
Right, the erection. It's just called the erection.
The erector.
The erector set. He told a Scottish newspaper,
It's like Rookie of the Year, but different.
yeah. Oh. He told a Scottish newspaper, I've now got a permanent erection and I'm in agony. I can't bear anything to touch it. I can't even wear clothes. It's a permanent nightmare.
I should hope not.
yeah.
He's got like gout of the dick.
Yeah,
Sounds like.
it's just so sensitive. If a small wind hits it, he's just down on his
Oh my
knees.
God.
He has
Poor
become
bastard.
a hermit who doesn't want to have anyone at his house, no visitors, including his 9-year-old daughter, which I guess, I don't know if he has part-time custody, but she's not even allowed in his house anymore because
she's-
he's just got an erection with no clothes on 24/7.
He's going to have a lot of questions.
It's bad. He's also mad at his doctor's office, who allegedly told him he should just be sore for 6 to 8 weeks.
Shouldn't he be mad at himself?
Yeah, with 2 rods, 2 steel rods.
Yeah,
How do you
2-rod
contract
guy?
that? How does that contract if it's?
Yeah.
You look in
That's a
the
good
mirror,
point.
bud.
I don't know the
Who
I don't know
asked
the
for
science
2
behind it,
rods?
but if it's rods just making you erect the whole time, I don't think did he just not listen in the consultation? he apparently he was just supposed to be sore 6 to 8 weeks, and he is now unable to see a male doctor for a home visit, which he's requested because he's too embarrassed to have a female over. Are you guys? Is this doctor's office kidding me? Just send a fucking male over there to talk to this guy.
Yeah. No shit. No shit.
In constant pain. Get someone over there.
Sir, we are very busy. We are very backed
Who?
up.
How are they backed up? Who is more important than the guy with the 24-hour
Straight up.
erection?
Straight up, this guy.
There's no way. He moves to the top of the list.
Yeah.
This
for sure.
guy could get shit done if he just went. It was like if he just parked himself in their waiting room, they'd take care of that erection pretty quickly.
The guy took a full body photo for the newspaper, and it's just him in like a baggy T-shirt and like a very loosely fitted towel over his waist.
Help me face on.
That's it. That's it for that one. I'm sorry. He's just in misery.
What did he think was going to happen? He got 2 metal rods.
Can you get those rods removed? Maybe
man.
like why did they bend? I don't know.
Yeah, it's the
Jesus.
first ever bending metal rod.
Yeah. No one's thinking about his wife either, guys. Let's think about his wife too, because she's,
Oh
She might love it.
no, no one can touch it.
she's like Sisyphus pushing a boulder up a hill.
She just stares at it.
Every
We've all-
time.
Yeah.
All
We've
right,
all got crosses to bear. I just replaced another toilet seat today.
Yeah, almost the same.
Not my first. Not my first toilet seat.
Not my first.
It hurt.
I would not want to be Will's toilet.
No, you wouldn't. I've got an aggressive butt cheek. It just it snaps those things right in half. All right, this last one that I'm doing is from Hardo Hive himself, active this week, always active. And this is one that I wish I had seen earlier before I blogged about SpaceX on Tuesday. And SpaceX is offering more customers to just buy trips to outer space in their ships. And the first time they did this, one of the guys who bought the trips was Japanese billionaire Yusaku Maezawa.
Yeah,
Is that how he's Maezawa?
He's the guy.
Yusaku
yeah,
Maezawa.
repeating a character on the show.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So we talked about him, right? Okay, so in 2018, what happened was SpaceX sold him a trip in 2017. He was supposed to leave to go on this trip, be one of the first private guys to be launched out by SpaceX. It didn't happen in 2018. So instead, they pivoted, and they were like, all right, Japanese billionaire is going to now be the first private citizen to go on a spaceship around the moon. He's going to do like a tour around the moon, and he's going to.
They pivoted, so they gave him a consolation prize?
Correct. And nobody knows what. The funny part is nobody knows what happened to the other people that were sold trips at that time in 2017. But he was then going to go around the moon.
They're not billionaires.
Right. No, right. Exactly. They're not public billionaires. And
Right.
you know what they say, you delay a billionaire's schedule and he's going to find a way to fuck somebody in the meantime.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You
and
make
that's
the billionaire happy. The millionaires can go fuck right off.
And that's exactly what happened. Yusaku decided to create a reality show documentary for himself where he would select a girlfriend. We've covered this on the show before, to take with him on his months-long moon voyage.
I don't think he's seen the Korean movie Audition before.
That's
Yeah.
one I was thinking of the other day.
Oh.
What a great film.
Yeah.
Don't want to do this. The storyline to Audition, never mind. But yeah.
Well, right. So, but that's what we did. We did the story. Everybody did the story, and everybody had our same reaction. We all thought it was insane and creepy that this dude was about to select a chick, and she would turn into basically be his like robot sex slave on the spaceship. And so everybody thought it was insane. So SpaceX informed Yusaku in January that they weren't really cool with the documentary, partially because of us and the media's reaction in America to how it came about. And so he had to pull out unwillingly, as always, of the documentary. So he didn't want to pull out, but he did. He did.
They
he
keep
did it with
pissing this
great-
billionaire off.
Right. But what was shocking to me is this. There was 28,000 women who had already applied to be one of the 20 contestants on this show by the time they forced him to pull out. And so now, knowing that, I really wish that we had not made fun of this idea because that would have been the craziest show ever. 28,000 chicks who all want to go up in the spaceship.
I'm glad I'm married. Between the stories you've had, between the guy punching a mountain lion and this Japanese billionaire, there's not a lot of women left.
No, yeah, exactly. Get if you're in a relationship, lock it up because
it's over.
With the Japanese billionaire out there, the mountain lion punching guy out there, you're
finished.
Yeah, you got nothing compared.
What
to
do you have, a bachelor's degree? Fuck off.
But yeah, so unfortunately, like what we thought was going to be creepy, now I'm thinking would have kind of been insane because of how the interest level. He has like 7 million followers in Japan, huge celebrity over there. It would have been probably cooler than we were giving it credit for.
Well, it's still creepy, but it would have been awesome to watch.
It does sound awesome. Yeah.
All right, we're going to go to a voicemail. Hey, remember, 512-270-1480 if you want us to get to your voicemails. And here we go with one we picked for today.
What's up, Hard Factor? I got a question for you here. I want you guys to take on it because my friends and family think I'm nuts. But I think that Donald Trump will not have Mike Pence as his VP for 2020. I think he doesn't need his votes anymore, and I think he will add in Ivanka, and it will be Trump 2020, simply because he loves marketing and he'd make more money off the merch. And Trump 2020 sounds real damn good. So if this was a predicted, what would you put your buy-in at? Where would you sell? Where would you not? Where would you be all in on this? Or do you just think I'm full of shit too? You guys see?
Yeah.
How many are we allowed to be to this guy?
I'd ask this guy if he was driving.
He's lucky he didn't say his name.
And if he was, I'd say, pull over, bro, and cut your driver's license up because you're not allowed to be on the road. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I don't think.
That's insane. Yeah, listen, my friends and family think I'm crazy. Well, what? Who else do you go to?
Yeah, don't tell anyone else. Don't talk about this anymore.
Yeah. I mean, what other options do you have? Yeah.
I mean, one thing he's discounting heavily there is that a lot of conservatives aren't necessarily huge fans of Trump, so he definitely does need Pence or
100%.
somebody.
The evangelical vote with Pence is huge.
Yes.
I mean,
the evangelicals want to throw up in their mouth when they're voting Trump.
If we tried to offer this predicted market to predict it, they would end our sponsorship that second.
Yeah, people couldn't buy no quick enough.
Yeah.
There are now Trump is at his highest, like, sort of support of all time kind of right now. He's riding on a high, and I get it. Like, there's lots of like hardcore Trump people that maybe think along these lines, but no, you need the Pence.
I think
connect you.
I think that clearly Ivanka, maybe Kushner to an extent, and certainly Don Jr. are going to have long political careers. But
sure,
none of them are going to be VPs in 2020.
And now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I'm coming around on this because it would be a killer marketing opportunity. And Trump
you love that Trump.
He does love
Trump
marketing.
Squared, 2 Trumps.
Well,
I think it's
Trump.
right.
Trump in the back of the Trump.
What Trump's
loud.
one Trump,
here you
2
go.
Trumps.
This is what you do. If Bloomberg gets the Democratic nomination, then you go Trump 2020 because then you're just going to win probably.
The only Trump would be brother sister like 2028. Something like that.
Oh, God. Incest. All right, guys. This one comes from Hard Hive member Charles. A former employee of the Greenville, Michigan Wendy's has been fired for funning around on a video that was leaked the other day. And in the video, one of the employees of this Wendy's is taking a bath in the kitchen sink, the sink where they wash the dishes.
I hate these things.
And this video went very viral.
Was it during work hours?
It
doesn't matter.
Isn't really clear, but they were in uniform, so probably during, before,
the pubes
after.
are still in the sink, whether it's work hours or not.
Potentially.
I don't know. For me, it makes a big difference for some reason.
Does it?
If it's on shift or not, how much they respect the shift. All right, guys.
Certainly it's a level of crazy that's different.
Look,
sure.
guys, in the video, a skinny white employee with facial hair like PFT commenter is completely submerged in a power soak tub filled to the brim with bubbles, washing himself, presumably before the shift. One of the other... Yeah.
I mean...
I know.
Get ready for work.
That's what I'm saying. Well, presumably...
ready for work.
Yeah, one of the other employees tosses something to the soaker and says, "Wash yourself," to which the soaker replies, "It feels a lot like a hot tub." The video's been circulating.
Toss all the buns in.
Yeah. This guy was a small guy, but he's completely submerged in this thing. The video's been circling the internet, and a lot of people have been having a good laugh, but as Will's alluded to, I don't think this is funny, guys, because Wendy's employees make a mere $9.33 an hour on average, which is well below the poverty line, and That makes a
What
hot
city
bath.
was that in though?
This is in
933.
Greenville, Michigan, which is an impoverished area. But at that hourly rate, it makes a hot bath a rarity, for many who occupy that space.
That's true. I couldn't afford a hot bath on that salary with my current.
Yeah, fair enough.
With my current shit going on.
Yeah.
I don't think we should
More power
shame
to
this
him,
man.
Yeah.
More power to him.
No, now, I think you should shower all day. Before every shift, let him shower.
Get in
Let him
there,
bathe.
bro. Get him a shower cap, a rubber duck.
As long as it was before work to prepare for
Well,
the shift.
Will, again, with your weird respect for the shift thing.
Can't they just add one extra sink
fucking
that's like a
Wendy's,
shower sink?
Look, guys,
A bath sink?
one
Well,
customer.
this is a working man's country, Pat.
Okay, all right. Well,
You gotta
one
get up
customer.
every day.
Pat-
Put in the effort.
Pat's an elitist, Will.
I'm the only one on this fucking show that worked at fast food. Did you work fast food? Did you work fast food?
I
Did you work fast food?
I
I did.
absolutely
I worked
did.
at Qdoba.
I absolutely.
What was your fast food?
Well, I'd say Bertucci's. but
Not a
that's-
fucking
well,
fast food. You
whatever.
worked at a restaurant as a
That's
waiter.
fast casual,
Not
Mark.
fast food.
Fast I worked a
Qdoba isn't
lot of fast
food?
casual.
You gotta serve fries to be fast food.
I worked at fucking Chick-fil-A, bro. Try that shit. Try to be the cow in the August summer heat of Virginia. One customer, John Michael Molinares, lashed out at the restaurant saying, quote, "My first date with my daughter's mother was at that Wendy's. Do you think I'd ever go back there?" To which I say to John, still taking her to Wendy's, huh? Take it to the internet. Stacey Roberts says, quote, "Haven't eaten there since I found an earwig in my salad last summer. Ooh. I'm way more grossed out by the earwig than this dude in the sink."
Yeah.
But both are bad.
Yeah, and then
It goes earwig, then sink for me.
sink pubes. And then Michaela Shively says, "I'm not saying it is no big deal, but like it's not when you look at this town like it's not. I pick up dirty needles on the sidewalk
What?
and in parks and parking lots that I find on walks like every week in Greenville. It's to the point I carry rubber disposable gloves in my purse. Why is a teen being a normal,
this is a
stupid
sad
teen? Why we're all upset? Word? No, the idea that the woman's walking around with
Hey,
fucking
who's
rubber-
that? Who's that guy we had on the Pressler? The
That
guy who
asshole
cleans up
Pressler.
things?
Yeah, he's like, we're making a difference.
We need to
Cleaning
send that
up
guy to
Baltimore.
Greenville. It sounds
There
like.
you go.
Yeah, there you go.
The guy that refused to retweet us.
Yeah, well,
Probably because Pat just only asked him questions about his homosexuality.
Yeah, I don't think we were
asked the
nearly
hard
conservative
questions.
enough
Scott
to get
Pressler was
retweet on that.
I asked the hard questions. That's going to do it for Hard Factor. Thank you guys so much for listening. It's been a long show, so I'm going to wrap it out without too many outro informations. But check our live debate stream out tonight. We'll be on Periscope on Barstool News Network at 8:30 Eastern. Have a great fucking day.